four-time Miss Olympia Jay Cutler. Welcome to my channel, Jay Cutler TV, and make sure to stay in tune with the newest and updated videos. Subscribe below, guys. Thank you so much for following along.
Hi guys, I'm Max 6. We are back at the Mecca, and today is the Build by Broser day, so we're shooting, and we have a guest that we've seen before, but remind me who she is again?
She's just some girl that comes in and trains with us every now and again.
She just shows up.
She shows up and we feel bad, so. But actually, this is Kim Bridges, and she actually is special to the show because she was the first guest that we had when we switched over to Jay Cutler TV. So she was the first one.
Oh my God, okay.
She was the first one. And also, she is one of my amazing clients who just recently took first place in the open figure division at, which show was it?
The Hollywood Supernatural.
The Hollywood Supernatural. And now we are in progress season and preparing her for Dave Lieberman's show in April.
But next year, but look, she doesn't look off season.
She
must be on the Merlin plan.
She's on the Merlin plan, so yeah. So and we have her here today for a shoulder and biceps workout. Cool. And I think we're gonna do a do's and don'ts today. Okay. And we're also gonna do a little superset action, which will have Kim do the do's and don'ts and you, Dave, do the superset.
I was hoping.
Okay.
So you read my mind, Merlin. All right. Thank you for being with us, you guys.
Okay, guys. So we're here at the Mecca, and this is the don't and do portion of the show. And what I'm going to show you guys today is an improper method of doing barbell upright rows and then the proper method. And the reason why I'm teaching this today is because Kim here was on Instagram and she was showing herself doing upright rows. And I noticed that there was a problem with her form, and I told her about it, and I said the next time we're together that I will show her the proper way, so why not do it on the show?
So thank you for doing that, Kim. We appreciate it.
Thank you for thank you for the content for the show. So I'm going to have Kim do it the wrong way, which she was doing before, and then the right way, which she will do from now on.
All right.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead, do some reps. Okay. So what you see she's doing here in the upright row is she's starting out okay, but towards the top, she's actually bringing her hands and her forearms up above her shoulders. You do not want to do that because that'll activate more traps and also work the forearms, can hurt the wrists as well. So what she wants to do is actually come to the top with the elbows below the shoulders, like that. So now what she wants to think about is just raising the elbows up and just pretend the hands are just to attach to the bar along for a ride. This is going to give her a much better contraction in the delts, keep the forearms out of it, and keep a lot of the traps out of it as well. So this is a much more effective way to do a barbell upright row if you want to build big shoulders, and she's using a wide grip which affects both the front and the lateral deltoids. So this is a great movement done correctly and not when done incorrectly. Hey guys, we are here at the Mecca, and I want to show you guys a superset for the biceps, which is a real killer. It's going to be an upper cable curl followed by a lower cable curl using the same weight. We're going to move the weight relatively quick because we want overall a very high rep set. The key to this exercise and this superset is the first exercise, the emphasis is on the contraction phase. That's where there's the most resistance. But on the second exercise from the lower pulley, there's more resistance from the bottom. So it's a great superset because it gives you resistance at the top of the movement for the first exercise and then a lot more resistance at the bottom of the movement. This way the whole biceps gets worked fully from insertion to from origin to insertion, and it's awesome for the biceps and for getting greater growth all the way through the entire biceps.
Okay, Merlin, what else you got?
Another good question. I really like this question. This comes from Reggie Burton, who is a former client of mine.
Hey, I like him. He's always asking me questions on Facebook. Hey, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie's a great guy. He made some great changes. I took a little time off. Hopefully he's going to be getting back with me soon. Let's go, Reggie. It's time.
Yes.
So his question is, how is it possible to have no carbs as in your pre-workout meal and still have energy for training? He said, I know it's possible, obviously, because he's worked with me and he's done it and he's felt great during his workouts, but he just wants to know, why does it work? How come it's effective?
I had the exact same question, Reggie, when I first started with him. I didn't want to ask right at the beginning because I didn't want him to think I was questioning his method. But you know, it's a little unusual, so it's a good question.
Yeah, it is a really good question, because people don't, you know, they think of carbs as energy, so they think they have to load up on carbs right before a workout. But the first thing I will say in regards to this is that, you know, we all know the importance, so you should know the importance of the post-workout meal. The post-workout meal is the meal where we take in generally the most carbohydrates, and the purpose of taking in that post-workout meal is to refill muscle glycogen. So if you've refilled muscle glycogen with a post-workout meal, and usually some people will have another pretty decent carb meal after that, you should have completely filled out your muscles with glycogen. That is what is going to fuel your next workout. It's not necessarily the carbs that you're taking in right before you work out. You know, so you already have the carbs stored in the muscle. So what we do, especially when we're looking to control or lose body fat. This is not necessarily a kid who's 18 and who wants to bulk up. Then you can have carbs with every meal. Or if your first meal of the day is your training meal, I might put a combination of a small amount of carbs and a small amount of fats together in that meal, because you haven't had any carbs overnight. And blood sugar in the morning will be a little bit low. So if you're training in the middle of the day, you've had a couple of meals, I will just put essential fatty acids and protein in. Now this does a couple of things. First of all, like I said, you already have glycogen in the muscle, so you're going to have enough energy to train. The second thing is that sometimes when you're taking carbs before your workout, you get weird up and downs in blood sugar, which of course, you know, when you go up and down in blood sugar, you don't feel very well. You tend to get dizzy or shaky, and you lose focus. So that's the first reason why we don't necessarily want to put them in before a training session. The fats has actually been shown in research they've shown studies where fats before a workout will actually help you to increase and have better focus in your training than carbs. It also has been shown to actually increase the level of muscle contractions. So in other words, you're getting harder and more productive muscle contractions using fats before workouts and leaving out the carbs. So I don't want to say that you can necessarily know this is happening, know it's true, but I just want to let you know that there is research to support this. Also, when you put in fats before a workout, your body, especially when it's essential fatty acids, which have so many great functions in the body, your body will feel more comfortable releasing fat from the cells as energy. So while you're training, you may be working on muscle glycogen in the beginning for the first hour or so, and then maybe your body's going to start switching over to fats, and now that you have those fats in your system, your body will feel very comfortable to release more fatty acids from the tissue, from the cells, and you'll actually help to lose and metabolize more body fat. So because of these things, it's really a myth that you need to load up on carbs before a workout. You actually, now in the beginning, if you've been using carbs for your whole life before a workout and you switch this method, you may have a few workouts where you'll feel a little bit of a lag. But that's just your body switching, getting used to different energy sources and switching to using the muscle glycogen versus the sugars,
yeah.
The sugars that are in your system and your bloodstream right there and then. But the reason why we do this overall is because the effect that it's going to have is it's going to eventually lead to better training sessions with more focus and better muscle contractions, and it's going to lead to less body fat. Because when you're taking carbohydrates before a workout, insulin levels go up. When insulin levels go up, growth hormone levels go down. Okay, but when insulin levels are low, growth hormone levels go up. Growth hormone is a great hormone, obviously, for building muscle and burning fat. So if you're looking to maintain body fat and gain muscle, or lose body fat before a show, photo shoot, whatever it is, it's best to keep carbs out of the pre-workout meal. Just do proteins, which is we need throughout the day, essential fatty acids like peanut butter, almonds, walnuts, avocados, whatever it is that you want to use, and then have that really good post-workout meal with a lot of carbohydrates, refill the glycogen, and that's what you're going to use the next day for training.
Boom. Thanks, Merlin.